Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another video brought to you by SeniorCatWellness.com. If you enjoyed today's presentation and find it informative, please feel free to subscribe to this channel, like the video, and share the content. Today's video subject: is it normal for cats to eat with their paws? Before we begin, let's first take a look at today's topic overview. If the cat's whiskers are overstimulated, it'll pick up food with its paws to avoid touching the bowl's brim with its whiskers. Some cats eat this way since they hunt live animals and hold them while they eat. Also, your cat may feel vulnerable, so it eats with its paws to keep an upright posture. Although scooping food out of the bowl with the paws and sometimes eating with the paws is typically normal and harmless behavior, if you've ever seen it take place, it can look rather strange. On a personal note, one of my cats will paw food from time to time, and it's rather funny watching him look at the bowl and seemingly select the piece of food that he wants in that very moment. Talk about picky. At any rate, let's talk about the reasons. The behavior is normal, but why does it happen? Let's attempt to crack the code right here today. We'll begin with whisker fatigue. If you are a regular around these parts, you'll know that we've talked about whisker fatigue on and off for a couple of years. Some cats are simply overwhelmed by their whiskers rubbing against the side of a food or water bowl. It's just too much to handle, overstimulation. If your cat removes food from its bowl and either eats it directly from the paw or places the food on the ground, whisker fatigue could be the reason for this behavior. Another reason for pawing at the food involves those hunting instincts. When cats capture prey in the wild, they often use their paws to gain control of the animal, holding on as a means to secure the hunt. Some domestic cats will retain these natural instincts, even if we're just talking about some dry food in a bowl. The next reason for pawing could be due to defensive instincts or defensive postures. Reaching into the bowl for food the traditional way can leave a cat a bit vulnerable, even if it's only for mere seconds. If your pet isn't comfortable, then a pawing posture could be the result. The ability to retrieve food while still being able to stand guard against an intruder or a predator. This is more common in a multi pet household. And the final reason that we'll address here today is curiosity. This is especially common if your cat has a variety of food or foods and is searching for a specific item. You know, that little piece of food that tastes the best, that it likes the most. Pawing out of curiosity is also done as a means to gather information, such as texture. This tends to happen more often if the meal type is new and unfamiliar. Have you changed food brands? Your cat could be pawing in an effort to figure it all out. Unlike the other reasons we've noted here today, the curiosity factor can give itself away just a bit. If your cat paws a couple of times and then proceeds to eat in a traditional manner, that's a sign that the pawing was just a test the waters type exercise. If your cat does eat with its paws, or at the very least scoops the food out in this fashion, you could be of the mind to assume that your pet is attempting to engage in somewhat human behavior. Months or years of watching you eat select food items with your hands could have prompted your cat to attempt to do the same. Is that correct? Is that true? While that does make sense on some level, there is nothing to suggest that pawing is done in an effort to imitate humans. In the vast majority of the time, cats paw their food for the reasons we've noted right here today: whisker fatigue, instincts, and some level of food curiosity. While that's not to suggest that other reasons don't exist, it's highly unlikely that imitation is one of them. As we mentioned earlier, pawing food is normal. While not every cat does it, the act itself is normal, as the reasons behind it are natural. However, there are some exceptions. Although pawing is not a direct indicator that your cat is in poor health, pawing could indicate discomfort, such as chronic anxiety or low food quality, sort of like how a child picks at food that is not viewed as pleasing. If you're personally concerned that your cat is unhappy, consider changing your cat's bowl or even the bowl location and bowl position. Sometimes placing the food in a more comfortable spot can change your cat's eating habits for the better. Finding the right food, the right bowl, and the right bowl placement can be a bit tricky. It's all about achieving that perfect balance. However, as it relates to pawing, there's generally nothing to be concerned about in the grand scheme of things, especially if your cat's overall behavior and actions in other areas of life have not changed. However, as we always say, if you are concerned in any way, please take your cat to the vet. If you would like more information concerning today's subject matter, please click the initial link in the description box below and join us at seniorcatwellness.com. And once again, feel free to like and share this video and subscribe to the channel if this type of content is of interest to you. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you later.